Good afternoon. Obviously, everybody's here. Okay. I think this will be the last presentation of the day of the Congress. I chose to talk about the sophistication factor in health tourism, destination, and providers, and the wisdom of addressing the mass affluent market. It will not be a long presentation, and I consider this to be appropriate in the case of India. So what is the sophistication factor? What do I have in mind when I refer to the sophistication factor? What I have in mind is displaying refinement, culture, and worldliness. So you can just read this basically. Sophistication is the quality of refinement, etc., etc. And sophistication is derived from the Greek word sophia, which means wisdom. And the idea is to be able to move away from a commodity to a cachet, to a brand. And the person who gave the best definition of sophistication, as far as I'm concerned, is Jim Rohn, American entrepreneur, author, etc., who said sophistication is about understanding the difference between trinkets and treasures. So where do we go from now? The message I wish to convey is that destinations and providers should start addressing the more lucrative mass affluent market. Of course, this is also known as a want market as opposed to the need. Okay, and this is in connection with the two classes of health tourism associated with sophistication and relative exclusivity, which is health tourism looks, and boutique health tourism, which refers to smaller scale providers. You're going to ask me, what do you mean by luxury? What is the definition? After a long time, I came to a very simple and clear definition, which you can read here. It's the ability and right to choose, express, and practice one's style. And what we are seeing today is that much of what is regarded as luxury is determined by the young people, the millennials. So we must listen and look at the millennials to understand what luxury is all about. Like the travel and hospitality sectors, we traditionally see two sectors, two classes in health tourism. The one is the economy, the mass market class, and the other is the luxury or the mass affluent market. Allow me to skip this because it's really not relevant. It's just going to drag on. And I'll give you the bottom line message as far as I can understand it, and the conclusions I have come to is stop aiming to address exclusively the mass affluent market. Look at the luxury or the mass affluent market. And the next question is, how big is the luxury market? The answer is as big as you are prepared to make it. And who are the stakeholders of this health tourism lux class? Obviously, the luxury product industry, the luxury travel industry, luxury hospitality, hotels, etc. And of course, we have luxury health. Stakeholders, I like to show this one, that even the taxi driver is a stakeholder. The taxi driver is a stakeholder in health tourism, but a taxi driver can also be a stakeholder in health tourism lux, because we have luxury taxis and we have luxury transfers, etc. Sponsors, events like this find it difficult to succeed without the financial contribution of sponsors. When we come to Health Tourism Lux, we also need sponsors. And it is quite easy to persuade the luxury industry to sponsor Health Tourism Lux. An alliance, and maybe this is the second last slide I want to show you. Don't think that I am eulogizing Dubai and saying how wonderful it is, but I thought it is, at the moment, it's the best example of a Health Tourism Lux destination, and they aim to be a Health Tourism Lux destination without, at the same time, addressing the not so affluent class. And this is the last one. Basically, this is the message I wanted to convey. India and the sophistication factor and the mandate. The point I want to stress is that India has the mandate to address the mass affluent market. We know about Incredible India, so India is incredible, and to a certain degree is associated with splendor. Consequently, the country has the mandate to address the mass affluent market. So rather than only, and if you allow me to stress only, rather than only appealing to the cost-sensitive international health consumer, India should also aim to address the consumer for whom price is not the determining factor. And the question I ask, which is a rhetorical question, should India develop a dual health tourism brand or have two brands? And basically that's the message that you can go home and think about. And I hope you come to the same conclusion that I came, that yes, India can have two health tourism brands. Thank you. Any questions? I don't know if we have time questions. Maybe you don't want to ask questions. Are we finished? Yes? Thank you. Thank you.